Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, I will show you how we have created this beautiful NPS dashboard in Microsoft Excel. As you are seeing my screen, this is the overview page of this NPS dashboard. And here we are showing the total number of survey and average NPS rating, response time, and here we are taking the case resolved and this is follow-up required. So number of cases wherein follow-up required. This is the percentage of the case resolved and here we are showing the follow-up required percentage in this battery chart, and here we are showing the NPS rating by support agent. Then here we are showing the number of survey by month. So you can see the monthly trend also, and you can select any slicer here on the right hand side. Automatically that data will be filtered. This is totally dynamic and interactive, so you can select any channel also. Accordingly the data will be filtered. On the left hand side we have given the navigation pane. Like this was the overview page, we have 4 more pages. Like second one is the regional summary, so let's click here. This is the regional summary page and here we are showing the NPS rating by the region. So we have 4 region and we are showing the NPS rating here. This is the response time by hours and case resolved by region here, follow-up required by region. Again, you can use the slicers as you want. Let's say I'm selecting any support agent, or you can select any channel, you can select any month. Accordingly, it will show the NPS detailed for the region. Now let's go to the product summary page wherein we are showing the product level analysis. We have taken 3 products. You can add more. We will show you how you can add the data here. So this is the NPS rating by the product and response time hours by the product. Here we have the case resolved percentage by the product and follow-up required percentage by the product. And here again you can use the slicer as you want. Now let's jump to the next page, that is channel summary. Let's click on this. So this is the channel summary page and here we have the NPS rating by the channel. Here we have the response time by hours and this is the case resolved by channel and follow-up required by channel. Okay, so this is channel level analysis and slicer will be working similar to the other pages. So you can just click to see the channel wise NPS view. Now let's go to the monthly trends and here we are showing the month on month NPS rating on this bar chart. Then here we are showing the case resolve percentage by month and this is follow-up required by month. Alright, and again you can use the any slicer to filter the data to see the particular data as per your requirement. Now I will show you how you can access the data and how you can use your data in this dashboard. This is a ready to use dashboard. First let me go to the file options and enable the sheet tab from the advanced. So let's go to the advanced and scroll it down. Here display option for this workbook, we have the show sheet tab. Just check this, then click on OK. Now we can see the sheet tabs at bottom. So every page has the different sheet. Here we have the various sheet tab for every page and then we have a data page here, data sheet tab. In the data sheet tab we have this table and in this table we have a serial number, then we have a survey date, customer ID, region, product, channel, NPS rating, promoter type. Then here we have the customer comments if there is any comments, then response time in hours, and here we have the case resolved yes no and the support agent, then follow-up required yes no. We have created few formulas also to create some calculated field like case resolve count 1 or 0. Here you can see we have simply used the if function. If case resolve is yes, then it will take 1, otherwise it will take 0. Similar to this, we are taking here follow-up required count and that is a follow-up required yes, then 1, otherwise 0. Total survey we are just taking equal to 1 because one record is a survey. Here we are using the month, and we have used the text function to get the month from the survey date and put here MMM thrice to get the month name. Here we have used the year function with the survey date, so we are getting the year. On the support sheet, we have created various pivot tables like these pivot tables for the overview page, especially these 5s are to create the cards. Okay, then here we have used some other pivot tables to create the battery chart or that container chart, this one, and then we have created some other one also. Okay, and for each page we have created the various pivot tables, so we have put the page name also here so that you can identify these pivot tables are for this regional summary page, then these are for the product summary page, and here it is for the channel summary page, and here we have for the monthly trend. Okay, so we have created these pivot tables. If you want to learn more about how to create this type of pivot table with the calculated field and how you can create this type of charts, dashboards, and the advanced level chart like the battery chart, container chart, and the other chart, you can join our Udemy course. We have given the link in the video description box, so you can join that course. We are providing the practice file for each and every topic, so you can download that practice file inside that course and you can practice with me. Now I will show you how we have created this design. So this is the protected currently. You can go to the review and just say unprotect. It will not ask for any password because it is protected without any password. Now here we have created this design using the various rectangle. Okay, this is the separate rectangle you can see in the back end, and this is the separate rectangle, and here we have the some other design, you can see that. Okay, then we have created these separate rectangles here, you can see, and then we have created this chart. Now I will show you few of the chart how you can create. First I will show you how you can create this type of cards. So let's say I'm on the support sheet and I'm adding a new sheet here, and let's go to the view and just uncheck the grid lines from here. Then you can simply design this type of background, and you can insert the normal rectangle from here. Let's say I'm taking this shape and just drag the rectangle like this. You can pick this yellow handle, move to the left hand side, then you can go to the shape format. You can fill some lighter color. Let's say I'm taking this color. Over this you can put some other rectangle also. Let's say insert, then I'm taking this rectangle and just click here and just make this slightly bigger. Then go to the shape format and now rotate this as rotate left 90. Then you can place this over this rectangle like this, and you can make this bigger and just make this bigger. Okay, and then you can change the color of this. So let's say I'm taking this color or this color. So that is how we have created this one, and here you can use the gradient fill also. Go to the fill again, gradient, and you can choose any gradient fill. Okay, so that is how you can create this type of design. Now I will show you how you can create the cards. So just go to the shape and insert this rectangle, drag this rectangle here, go to the shape format, shape outline, choose no outline, shape fill, take white fill. Okay, so this is the background for the card. If you want to use some kind of shadow, then you can use the shadow also. Go to the shape format, effect, shadow, and let's take this shadow. So you can see there is some 3D shadow now. Go to the insert again and insert a text box and drag this text box here. Click on this outline of the text box, go to the formula bar, press equal to, and then go to the support sheet. And let's say I want to show the number of surveys. So just click on this title and just hit the enter. So we can see the number of survey here. Just align this center and middle. And here let's choose this color, make this bold. Now let's make a copy of this, press Ctrl D and let's place this here. And this time we will connect this with the number, this one. So we can see the numbers here. Now let's select these two, go to the format, shape fill, choose as no fill, shape outline as no outline. Now for this one we can take the darker color, let's say this one. Font Arial rounded empty bold. Make this bold and bigger. Alright, so we can see this card is ready. Similarly, we have created these cards and you can create the other cards also. Okay. Now I will show you how you can create this type of battery chart using the pivot table. So we have created here the lower cap value and the case resolved transparent area and the upper cap. So I will show you quickly the calculated field. You can just go to the calculated field and here you can see the case resolve is the case resolve count divided by total survey. Okay, so we have put these all value, or you can click on the list formulas also. So it will create a new sheet and wherein you can see all the information like case resolve and follow up required, lower cap value 5%, upper cap this one. Then here we are taking the lower case transparent area 1 minus case resolve. So we have created this pivot table, lower cap, case resolve, transparent area and the upper cap. Okay. Once you have created this, then you can insert the 3D chart. So let's say I'm taking here this bar chart or this one. Okay, now let's make this slightly bigger. Go to the pivot chart analyze field button and just hide all. Remove the legend from here, remove the axis from here, remove the grid lines from here. Okay, so now this one is the bottom cap, this is upper cap, this is the actual case resolve value and this is transparent area. All right, now right click, go to the format data series. First let's take here cylinder, then right click on this, or before that let's change the gap width and the gap depth also. Now right click on this, go to the 3D rotation. We will change the 3D rotation from here so that it should look proper. So you can take the 10-10 or you can take the 0 and 10, or let's keep the 10-10 here. Then for this cap, we will just go to the format and we'll fill this gray color. And here also just fill this gray color. You can change the bevel of this from here. Just change the bevel of this like this, but this is the opposite one. So just right click, go to the format data series, go to the fill this effects, and from here just go to the 3D format, and here let's choose this bevel, but this is not looking good, so we will take this bottom bevel, this one here. Okay, so now this is looking like a cap. Here also you can choose some bevel if you want, this one. Now here we will fill some dark color. Let's say I'm taking this color and fill the same color here also, and then go to the fill and line fill. Here we have taken the same color, right? So let's make it 80% transparent. Then we can add a cap here. So you can just normally insert one oval shape here. Let's say this oval shape, and just make this slightly smaller. Let's fill here dark color, this one, and shape outline, choose as no outline. Then you can just go to the effects, and here you can choose this bevel here, and then go to the 3D format, and from here you can just choose let's say this one, or choose this direction, this one. Okay, and you can adjust this as you want, like this, and here you can increase the height or depth, and you can place this here so it will look like a cap. You can adjust this more according to your requirement using these controls. Okay, you can adjust this. So once you are satisfied this is okay, then you can keep that there. So this will be your battery chart. Okay, so that is how we have created this. Then to show this value, you can normally just insert one text box. So just go to the insert a text box here like this. Click on the outline of this text box, go to the formula bar, press equal to, and let's select this case resolved and just hit the enter. Now you can align this center, and you can make it bigger and bold. Alright, so that is how we have created this data label also. Alright friends, so that is how we have created this battery chart. Friends, if you want to learn more about this type of dashboard and the advanced level of the chart which we have created here, you can join our course wherein we have explained in detail, and you can learn that and you will get the practice file also. The course link is given in the video's description box. Alright. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.